Horta began the construction of the Hotel Tassel in the late summer of 1893. It was his third townhouse in Brussels, but it was bigger than the previous ones, different, and the one destined to change his career and the course of architectural history. It is the site of a major transformation of the house, and it is also the site of a major creative encounter between Horta and Émile Tassel, his friend and his colleague. And it is this encounter which allows to explain better why Art Nouveau is born in this particular project. It is a twofold transformation. The first one concerns the plan of the house, and it is the one which is easier to explain. It is the one which Horta has explained for us himself. He has opened the center of the house and created an area which is at the same time a hallway, a stairway, a glazed courtyard, and a winter garden. The second component of this transformation is the one more closely related to the birth of Art Nouveau, and it is also the one that is harder to explain. It is the decorative program which Horta and Tassel put in place for this part of the house. They create a decor which suggests an image of nature, which suggests the glass house, it suggests movements, it suggests growth, it suggests nature in transformation. It is highly abstract, it is highly evocative, it seems to communicate something, and it has always been puzzling, what does it communicate, what is its meaning? And to understand it better, we need to look at the intellectual world of Émile Tassel, because it is through him that we can connect this image of nature under glass in his house to the ideas of the time, in particular two fields, contemporary literature, and the analogy it establishes between the figure of the plant and the figure of the glass house, and the development of the self, the inner self, and the aspiration towards the light of the intellect. It's an old philosophical figure, but it becomes pertinent again at the end of the 19th century. The second image of nature, which is again possible to connect to this house through Tassel, it is the image of a primordial nature before humans. This was possible through evolutionary theory, which conjured an image before the humans of ambiguous forms, life forms, forms that live underwater or on the ground and are driven by an inner force. It's a nature in constant transformation. It is also what the interior decor of the Hotel Tassel Winter Garden suggests. Finally, the third reference is Japanese art. Japanese art emphasized growth and transformation. It was also a highly evocative art, which is what Western art was looking for at the time. Japan was a passion which Horta and Tassel shared. It is also what allowed Horta to render this idea of nature in abstract form, an idea that suggests growth, aspiration, and it is possibly the main idea of the mural of the staircase of the Hotel Tassel, which is the most memorable image of the house and a masterpiece which I believe remains unsurpassed in Horta's entire artistic production.